Broken home is a menace that we all can fight and overcome if we all go back to God, the architect of homes, if we all go back to God to seek His will, to seek His path, to start all over again, to align with God's purposes and intents. If we all go back to God for God to direct us on how to fight this war of broken home and overcome, is we need to act like an eagle after living for 40 years and his feeder being to be heavy and overgrown, and it can't even be sweet to catch prey again. He will go back to the highest of the mountain, sharpen his crown, then remove all the feathers and grow a new one, and the eagle will come back more renewed, more better, and more strong than ever before. This is what this teaching is all about. Be on the lookout, and God will bless you. Hello, viewers. I'm very happy to welcome you to the fourth episode of our teaching, the pain of broken homes, that we've started under the Inaugural TV. Last episode, I can recall vividly that I mentioned about instincts that is very peculiar to women, and that instincts will always guide women behaviors, conduct, and what have you. There are so many factors, so many value in women that I will say in the course of these teachings. But let's start with the women instinct. Women want, as I said in the last episode, they want a man that will keep a gap between the man and them. This gap, that is a man that they want, a man that will work for respect. Not a man that will be commanding respect, but a man that will deserve respect, that will hand respect. He hand it. He doesn't command it. He hand it. He has value. He has disposition that make the woman to know genuinely that this one deserves my respect. And that's when there's a gap. You must know more than your wife. This is not money here, brothers and sisters. In godly, in the godly knowledge, you must know more than wife. In wisdom, you must have wisdom more than wife. In operation of the gift, you must be ahead of your wife, and so on and so forth. So, give me a woman. If you are a woman, as you are a man, and if you are a woman, and you have somebody who call himself your husband, and it doesn't can't even separate the right hand to the left hand in terms of knowledge of the gospel. How do you look at that man? How do you rate that man in your thought process? Forget about eye service and kneeling down and calling him my dear and saying yes sir. In your thought process, how do you rate that man? Who doesn't know, cannot even separate his right hand from the left hand in terms of knowledge of the gospel, term of wisdom, term of operation of the gift. So we are just trying to apportioning blame on these women that they don't respect, they don't seek any kind. We are not talking about the man himself. Does he really gain the respect? So another factor is that women want men of dignity. Man that will respect himself. His relationship with the man, you will know that this man is a man of dignity. He doesn't just talk loosely to the woman. His yes, he will make sure that his yes is yes to that woman. And if there will be a change of his position, he will inform the woman earlier on what I say yesterday. I don't think it will be possible because this is my challenges. That's a dignified man. He's not a man that speaks from the both sides of his mouth. Every woman wants a man they can rely on, they can have confidence on. We're not talking about somebody who has money here, or somebody who has a car here, or cars here. We're not talking about somebody who has built a house here, or is working in a big company here. We are talking about a normal man that has just gotten married and he has his value. So we need to see that the problem is mostly from men. So women want men of dignity and men that has decorum. decorum. He has self-respect and he respects people. They don't just address a fellow human being anyhow. Decorum. Even if you want to correct a decorum man, if you want to correct, it's okay, oh my dear. Okay, yeah, I understand you have gotten angry, but why not look at it this way? Not that you have started again. There's no decorum. So every woman, these are their peculiarity. They wanted this, and when they don't find it, then you don't expect their cooperation, full cooperation. They can cooperate with you in body, but not in the spirit. Not a yes man. Everything the woman doesn't want somebody who will be so harsh, and they don't even want somebody who will be so dense. Do I come again? Women want somebody who will not be so hard or harsh, and they don't even want somebody who will be so dense. If you are too harsh, you can't find the best. You can't bring out the best from her. And if you are too dense, you can't bring out the best from. I watch a clips, a dramatical clips, and everything that this woman requested from them, the man will just be giving her, and the man come one day and say, what is your problem? Can't you just talk to me and say this one is necessary? I cut this. I don't give you this. This is what I can avoid, even when you have it. Where's your prudency? Where's your sense of accountability? Where is your sense of management? When everything I have for you just be giving me. So you should come on board and try to moderate. Okay, if this thing is not necessary now, this is a waste of money. You can make do of this. Okay, instead of buying this one, you can go for this. Then you are now talking as an ideal man. A man that not just having money to give, but has an idea, is ahead. He has managerial value. The man that has scale of preferences. An exposed man. So this is what we're talking about, brothers and sisters. So these are what women wanted in a man. And another issue I want to tell you, that women has a complex issue. Until you understand that, you'll be able to handle one. You'll be able to bring out the best out of any one of them. They have complex issues. Complex issues, very complex. They are not sure of themselves every time. Not time the woman sure of herself. They will always feel less. Women will always feel less. That's why women need daily assurance from the man that you love her. Huh? Somebody say, if the woman asks you have married to her and you are having like 4 children grown up, all of them has finished with the college education, and the woman came around one day and said, do you love me? He said, you are asking that question at this level? You are not a good man. You are not a man that should have a woman at your house. In fact, you need to, for asking that question, you need to really assure her that yes, I love you, my dear. Why not? I love you before I marry you. When I marry you, I love you. Now that we are growing old, I still love you. That's when she will be so. You will now go back and be happy. Yeah, thank God. My husband told me that he still loves me. You are living together. You are doing every part together. That's the complexity of a woman. Daily assurance. Things, your disposition that will always assure her that every day you love her. Sweet words. Sweet words. Whisper. Just whispering. I love you. You will see the best. You will see her coming out of the best smile out of her. Hey, thank God, he said he loved me. That's my complex issues. You see, man, we don't even, I marry, how am I going to ask my wife, does he love me, when she's doing whatever law that I wanted? There's no any definition of law than respect me and obey me to man. We don't have complex issues. That's the lead definition. Respect me, obey me, love me. That's you have loved me. But women, daily words that will assure her. Constant touching, no matter her age. Constant touching. Your hand must always be around her. In fact, when you touch, that is when you are reassuring her that, there, no problem. You are still my love. You see, and the show of affection, you need to show it by material things. Are you saying I should be buying? How do I find money to buy things for her to show? You know, common candy. One candy is enough to assure her today that I love her. Just going out and I brought a candy. You know what? My wife, I brought something for you. Can you guess? I brought this candy. Hey! Common candy. Reassured. That is their complexity. So constant inner, and then constant inner service. You must create time. Actually, you work in the day and you work in the night. And when you are working in the night, you not to your satisfaction, to our satisfaction. You need to work on that. We are now. I can't be saying some things. What I'm saying now is that you need, you see, service. You need to work hard in the room. Work very hard in the room. Men are so selfish that they enter into their wife to derive their satisfaction, not minding the satisfaction of the woman. These are the things that causes broken home, fractions in our homes, because men are selfish. They are not even after whether that woman is enjoying it or not. In as much as satisfied, they got good. As if they are in relation with animals who doesn't have feelings. So these are what can really, you need to prepare for it. And so you must be a good boy in the room as you work hard in the day. So, and that is why men doesn't really live long anywhere in the world, because we are burdened with the enormous responsibility that we need to shoulder. Now I want to come back home again, like asking a question on the one side. Why is it that African women will always endure uncultured husband? Like, unlike in the Western world, when you don't conduct yourself, after 2 or 3 years, you see if the woman in the Western world will find a divorce, and she just find her way out of the marriage. Or a man will just, but mostly women find divorce in the Western world. So you hardly see a man in Western world finding divorce. So why is it that in Africa, the story is not the same like in the Western world? Because we were taught, it is our culture, that the culture that brought up women in our society, said that men are the same everywhere. Even online, in terms of interaction between African to African, online and interaction, they will say it rains everywhere. Those are what they say, that don't leave your marriage, it rains everywhere. So when you say, they were even saying that when you say you are leaving this one that is very worse, by the time you get to another one, you discover that one is even more worse than the one you left. So it rains everywhere. Stay with your marriage. So that's why the African women are being brainwashed to live with the fracture of broken home to the end of their life. We're being brainwashed. But I want to tell you, brothers and sisters, that is not the promise of God for his people. There's no home, no matter how damaged it is, that cannot be reformed or amended or healed by the word of God. Let us go back to the word. Regarding the degree of odds to a woman in Africa, African people have learned to show fake. You discover that in Africa, it's like there is this resilience, there is this enduring. That is our brought up, that is our culture. That is our orientations. Where women are raised, there is this orientation that you have to endure your husband. Oh, I'm enduring mine. You have to live whatever you see there. And that's why, do you know that part of the complexes of women just offend her now, regardless of, until, I'm not talking about when your cup will be full, oh, because that's the way you fill your cup until woman will not be able to accommodate you again. Just offend her now and pretend that you have show remorsefulness, fake remorsefulness. I say, you are crying, you are kneeling down, forgive me. You discover, just reassure her and say, don't worry, I will change. I'm a changed person as you are looking at me. And one of my boss in the office said that, you know that women have that enduring power to suffer loss for a long time. They can be enduring it for it, but anytime they feel like coming up and say they want to reject it, they may go beyond boundary. But every woman have that virtue in them, power to endure things for a long time. You can be cheating on them, you can be begging, you can be cheating and begging, you can be cheating and begging, and they will be adjourning, because that's why they are wired. Since you can show up and say, I regret all what I did. So that's why we have broken home lingered in this side of the world, because of the way we were wired. Our women are wired. Women, as I said, are wired to generate aggression for a long time before outbursts. They can be generating. When you sin against, when you wrong them, you came up, you show fake, even let it be fake removeness. Just pretend you are crying. They have that virtue, that power to really endure unpleasantness before they will burst out. So this is peculiar to Africa. But when women really come up with their attitude, it could be above boundary. You can come up and begin to blame. Why must you do that? Why must you do that? She has been enduring. She has been managing. And it got to a time that it's almost hook her neck. And when it got here with a woman, she can do any unreasonable things. And that's why you can see women who go out of her way, sleeping with even commoners on the street. A wife of a respected fellow in the society will be sleeping with commoner in the street. Somebody will say, this one. Yes, that's the way they are wired. They are prepared to, whenever they want to come out of the bondage, to do anything, no matter how ridiculous it is, to show their anger. That's woman for you. When women are pushed to the wall, they don't have sense of dignity. That's what I'm going to say. When women are pushed to the wall, they don't have sense of what? Of dignity. And they can do anything to show their grievances. So that is for men. And I want to talk about men for women. Let's see men now. We are switching to men's side now. Men also have instincts. You know, when we're talking about broken homes, we're talking about what happened, what transpired between two partners, and it has to be male and female. So now we want to see men instincts. How are men wired? What are the values you can see that is peculiar to men? I want to say, let me be sincere. I'm a minister of the gospel, you understand. I want to tell you now that the way men are wired, men can live with as many wives as possible. I'm not saying that, I'm not preaching the gospel that one wife. That is the gospel, and that is what I am called to preach. But I'm saying biologically, in line with the body chemistry of men, a single man, the way God made men, can live with 10, 20 wives and be servicing them and be procreating children out of them. That is the body chemistry of men. Next episode, brothers and sisters, be assured, You are going to see more here. We are stopping at a stage where we are seeing the way men were wired naturally, biologically. I'm sure we are going to give more details about this as God help us. Thank you for watching. God bless you.